Hey guys, this time on Movie Reviews, we're going to be looking at Parasite. Parasite was directed by Bong Joon-ho and follows the story of a impoverished family who starts working for a well-off family and soon begins to take advantage of them. Guys, this is a film that I've been really looking forward to and really excited for because I've been hearing nothing but good things about this film for months now, and it is currently one of the best reviewed films of this year, and I went into this film completely blind, not even really knowing what it was about, so I was really surprised when I started watching the film and realized what I was getting into. And what I got into, guys, is one of the best films of the year and one of the most intriguing films I have seen all year. I was originally going to do a written review for this film since I am late to seeing this film, but I love this film so much that I had to sit down and talk about it. And what I loved about this film is how it is able to balance comedy and very serious issues in a film that really blends it all together perfectly. And it's not just a comedy, it's not just a drama, it is so much more and really delves into themes of poverty and wealth. And I thought that was really intriguing, and this film deals with that in a very interesting way. Watching this family that is not well off at all, they are living in horrible conditions, just watching them trying to live in this new world, working for this household of this very rich family, is very interesting to me. And the way they see them and the way they use them is very horrible. I mean, I'm not going to defend that our main characters in this film aren't kind of scummy. They kind of are, but they're also not inherently bad people either. And I think the film really strikes a balance with that by making them not fully antagonists, really. And also, the rich family in this film, they also are kind of scummy in a lot of ways, but they feel very real as well. None of the characters in this film are really bad guys. They just do scummy things, but they are, at their heart, good people, and I thought that was really interesting. And this film does a great job of dealing with comedy. Guys, this is one of the funniest films I've seen this year. It's black comedy, and I love me some black comedy, especially when it's done in a very interesting way. And this movie has a lot of social commentary that's very interesting, very intriguing, and really makes this film stand out from a lot of other black comedies that come out throughout the year, or other films that I've seen of this nature. This is a very intriguing and very different film that I was excited to see. The film in itself is not wholly original. We have seen this concept before of the lower class learning about the upper class, but we've never seen it on such a personal level as this. This movie gets down and dirty with a lot of the details and goes into some very interesting directions that I didn't expect at all, because, as I said, this movie is a black comedy, and for the first half of the film, it's a pretty funny, witty kind of film that is very dark underneath. But then there's this moment just in around the middle of the film where the film just takes a nosedive into something completely different, and I was sold from that point on. This film got really dark really fast and became so much more, and combining it with that comedy was very intriguing. This is one of the most interesting films I've seen this year. It balances comedy and drama in such a wonderful way, and the third act of this film is very compelling and very just... I'm just gonna say, the third act of this film is insane with what happens, and if you follow along with the film and just follow a lot of the breadcrumbs of the film, it is wholly satisfying and really, really interesting. Guys, this is an incredible film that I'm so glad I got to see. I'm glad that this movie is getting the praise that it deserves. I'm glad that audiences seem to actually really like this film too. It's a very entertaining film. It's a very fun film. And what was so surprising too was I was never bored for a second in this film. It was intriguing from beginning to end, and it just didn't let up. This is one of the best films I have seen this year. I can't praise this movie enough, guys. Now, in terms of negatives with the film, really, I guess the movie is maybe a little too long, especially the final moments of the film can drag on a little bit, but I still thought this was perfectly paced in many, many ways. And I thought it was just such a fun movie with great performances, very realistic performances, even for a comedy. And just the great commentary it has is very intriguing. And I think this is a film that can hold up. It has a lot of themes with it that are relevant to today, and I think this movie has the chance of lasting for a long time. I think people can talk about this film for years to come. Also, this really isn't a negative, but for some people, I know that foreign films just aren't for everybody, and people hate reading subtitles, but I tell you guys, this is a great film. A really good film, and just because something is in a foreign language doesn't mean it's not good or it won't be for you. I think this was a really entertaining film, guys, and I think anyone that sits down and watches this will at least come away with something different, something interesting, and will praise the film in many different aspects. I'm gonna give Parasite an 8 out of 10. Guys, this is a fantastic film. Go watch this film wherever you can find it, if you can find it. It's a great film, it's great commentary, it's great comedy, and great drama as well. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next review.